And I welcome you to our Thursday night gathering around this table of love. And we bring to this table one another. We bring also those whom we love, who are hurting, who are in need. But before we begin, let us just be still. To be still in the presence of a loving Father, Mother God, who hears your cry, who hears your every word from your struggling, suffering heart. But the mind won't let you receive the answer, because so many today are locked in a mindset of fear, low self-worth, anger, anxiety, betrayal. So we begin by lighting our candle for peace. For peace. A simple offering from generous hearts. And I would like to read to you the Celtic benediction. Deep peace, pure white of the moon to you. Deep peace, pure green of the grass to you. Deep peace, pure brown of the earth to you. Deep peace, pure grey of the dew to you. Deep peace, pure blue of the sky to you. Deep peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. Deep peace of the quiet earth to you. Deep peace of the shining stars to you. Deep peace of the Son of Peace to you. Let us be still in the presence of love. And let us relax now by focusing on our in-breaths. And as we take a nice, deep, non-labored in-breath, let us hold it. And now to Mother Earth release all tension and fear, anxiety or stress. And be still and relax. And you may choose to kick off your shoes and place your bare feet on the sacred earth and call on Gaia, our Earth Mother, to release her healing energy up through your feet. And that energy will ground you, protect you, strengthen you. Just be aware of Gaia's love flowing up through every tissue, every muscle, every fiber, every blood cell, right up to your heart. Feel that love flow from the heart of Gaia right up into your sacred heart. And as you take another deep in-breath, be aware of her love for you. And in your out-breath, release gratitude to Gaia, your Earth Mother. And just continue with the rhythm of your own breathing and relax. And now call on the messengers of God the angelic realm. Call on them, for they wait for you and I to ask their help. Be aware of them all around you. You may not see them, but they can see you. So be still in the presence of their love. And embrace your divinity as a child of God, as a beloved of God. Come now. Let us come to the table of love, where the cosmic Christ is waiting for us, with the divine feminine energy of Magdalena, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Gaia, and Isis. Let us take our rightful place as a much beloved of God. And at this table there is a stillness, a profound silence, but there is a warmth of welcome. There is an inner knowing that you are accepted as a child of God. Be still now. Be still. And the words I share with you on this special night are words that I was given 6 years ago when I was guided to write this book, Sacred Inspirations for the Heart, for the dry soul, for the soul that's having difficulty connecting with God. And I was guided to collect all my favorite poems, scripture quotes, wise sayings, and they're all in this little book. And this is based on Isaiah. And for some reason or another, my heart guided me to pick it up and open it. And I would like to read it to you. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. For I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. When you walk through the waters, I'll be with you. You will never sink beneath the wave. When the fire is burning all around you, you will never be consumed by the flames. When the fear of loneliness is looming, then remember, I am at your side. When you dwell in the exile of the stranger, remember, you are precious in my eyes. You are mine, O my child. You are mine. I am your Father, Mother God, and I love you with a perfect love. Do not be afraid, for I have redeemed you. I called you by your name. Reflect on these words. Reflect on these powerful words, for they're not my words. They're the words of a loving God to your heart. And I know that here this evening, this morning with us, some of us are hurting. Some of us may be confused or anxious, or may be bewildered by life's disappointments. And those words were from the heart of a loving God to you. And I would like to share with you what one of my students wrote and shared with me in 2005 here. A beautiful student that I was training to work with the Christ Magdalena energy. And her name was Leslie. And she was battered and broken in a violent marriage. Oh yes. And she had many bruises to prove it. And she was guided here. And after the weekend residential course, something happened for her. She was empowered to take back her power as a child of God and to begin a new journey of trust. And this is what she shares with you. I am divinely guided as a child of God. I reflect on the silence of all that is. I walk hand in hand with Christ the Master. As my light in the darkness, I am a joy to behold. Let the love and the light illuminate your soul. With each breath you take, each step, you are one step closer to the divine spark of creation. Align and be a pillar of strength. Seek and ye shall find. Know that you are always protected by the divine light of the heavenly realms. Release and be still. In the stillness, you will know that you are one with the divine. There is no separation. Separation is an illusion. Be still and know that you are God. Be still and know that I am your God. Beautiful words, but what do they mean to you? You know, before you were born, you were given a precious gift. The gift of a soul. The gift of a soul. A living entity of love. And when you incarnated on this earth, you knew in that spirit that you were coming from a place of divine love to an earth plane that was in darkness, in third dimensional energy, a low frequency of energy. And you knew that you would struggle, but you would never ever be on your own, ever. That all you had to do was to call on the divine and the messengers of God, and immediately you would be given the help that your soul, your heart needed. So why do many today who know that and then choose to go on a different path and wallow in self-righteousness, wallow in their own ego, wallow in their own victimhood, wallow in their own self-pity, and wallow for the sake of wallowing. Why? Why do we abuse the gift of life that God has given to each one of us? Why do we waste our life, our precious life, living in fear? Why? I know I speak my truth with you, though I've been condemned for that by my own family, whom I love, but I do not like them, because they have chosen to stay in a destructive energy where they would rather destroy. But you know, I too spent many years living in fear. Yes, even as a nursing monk, I lived in fear of God. It was an unhealthy fear, because I was told that if I stepped out of line and didn't do as I was told by my superiors, I would go to hell. And for a young man of 16 and 18 years old, that's pretty heavy talk. So you go through life in fear of God and in fear of yourself. You lack courage. You lack the strength to step into your power as a child of God. Let us come to this table of love, and let's not be childish. Let's be childlike. Because we came into this world with an amazing gift of childlike trust. And though many of us lost it in the playground to protect ourselves from being bullied and abused, but God is speaking to our hearts through this live stream. He's talking to you, and I haven't got a clue what he's saying, because only half an hour ago I stood in the back looking at the moon in the bitterly cold, and I thought, Lord, I don't want to do this vigil. I'm weary, I'm tired, I need rest. I have nothing to say, I'm not in the mood. So I asked him, give me strength to listen to your voice and to be open and receptive so that you can speak through me and touch the heart of someone who desperately needs to believe that they are loved and that their life matters, even if they sink into the gutter through making the wrong choice. There is always help, but we have to get off our butt and we have to ask for God's help. He knows we need it, but He won't give it until we have used the gift of free will. And that's why many today sulk with God, because they want the miracle yesterday, but they're not willing to do a spring clean first. You don't put up new curtains and put down a new carpet in your living room if the walls are dirty. No. you wash those walls or you paint them. And then you put up your clean curtains and put your carpet down. And so it is with the spiritual life. Sometimes we have to face our greatest fear and ask God for the strength to face that fear and give it to God. And then stand back and say, thank you, God. And go on thanking God, even if we don't feel like it, but to keep thanking God for hearing our prayer. And trust me, He does. He does hear your prayer. Because no prayer ever goes unanswered. I know that. But it's taken me 50 years, half a century, to come to that realization. Because the journey to God is not through your brain box. It's not through your academia or your qualifications. No. It's through your heart. It's through your heart. So let's connect with the heart. And let's ask the Christ to touch it. Shall we do that? Let's come now. O beloved Christ, our brother, our teacher, our friend, you are the Christ, the Son of God. You are the physician of our soul. I bring to you your children who are here. I bring to you those not logged in, and I bring to you those who've logged in. I bring to you dear Abla and her beautiful family in Cairo. I bring to you Eleanor and Elizabeth, who are preparing to dedicate their lives to you as brides of Christ. I bring to you dear Miriam, who also is on a journey to dedicate her life completely to God. And to Pam in America, that you will give our brothers and sisters the courage to come back into their inner soul and reclaim their divinity as a child of the light, a child of God, and not be feeble or weak anymore, but to step into your power, to step into your power. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. I have called you by your name. And God says, whatever you ask of me, I will do it for you. We bow our heads in reverent love, and we now receive the benediction of a loving God. Be aware of the hands of the cosmic Christ touching you now. Be aware of that gentleness, that healing love that is priceless. It comes to you now. Thank you, beloved Christ. In the presence of the Father, Mother, God, I thank you for honoring your word. And your word is my truth and your truth. And you have never let me down ever. And I thank you. I praise you. my beloved God, I surrender my heart to you in loving service for peace and for touching dear Pam and resolving her issues, for resolving the issues for our dear brother Harry, and giving him the courage to say no to those who distract him and those voices that lead him away from you. Thank you for touching him. For Miriam, Eleanor, Elizabeth and Abla, for Sue and for all here, thank you. Thank you, O beloved God, for touching them right now. Praise your name. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. O beloved God, for you are the Father, Mother God, who created each one of us in love. You are the light that we search for. You are the beating heart. Come into our life now and strengthen us. Give us your courage, your strength, so that we can fly on an eagle's wings and reclaim our divinity as a child of God. Oh, blessed be your holy name. Blessed be. Blessed be. Allow me share with you the haunting words of Tuesday's live stream on Doves for Peace. I keep reading them, I memorize them, and they're so beautiful that were shared by Karen from St. Clair. Gaze upon the Lord, gaze upon his face, gaze upon the one who holds you in his embrace. Gaze upon his life, gaze upon his love, gaze upon the coming poor. Look upon your Lord, look upon his way, look upon his heart, which opens to you each day. Gaze upon the cosmic Christ, for he gazes upon you with so much love. But you won't know that until you make time to listen in the silence of your heart. If you open to life's pain, then with him, the cosmic Christ, you, yes you, shall reign. Gaze upon his life for you, gaze upon his love for you, and from heaven above, he will set you free to love the divine in you, and to embrace the divine in those who hurt you. Look upon his face and receive the most precious gift of all, the gift of freedom to love. Be still. Be still and celebrate.